Greetings everyone, this video is about me building the best gaming PC possible within a £400 or $500 budget. Some of the specs are used and some are new, it just comes down to whatever I could fit into the budget at the time. I hope to do more of these in the future, but obviously they are costly and I am a student. If you watch the video or any of my others and decide you want to support me, then the link to my Patreon will be in the description down below. Rewards for such support include giveaways ranging from GPUs to peripherals like keyboards and mice. So if you're interested, then again, that's down in the description below. Thanks for listening and let's begin. In front of you are the parts required to build a £400 4K gaming PC. And no, I don't mean half-assed 4K gaming at lowest possible settings on some games. I mean a real, native 4K gaming experience with settings cranked up. A lot of people got a bit annoyed when I released my £500 4K gaming solution, which was just a TV and a GPU. They thought it would be a full PC and so understandably got a bit annoyed. Well, I thought I'd push that a bit further. I decided to go bargain hunting, looking out for deals here in the UK to make the most powerful PC possible within a limited budget. And the results are very much appealing. So, with great anticipation, ladies and gents, boys and girls, say salve to Grumio.
Salve, Grumio? Alright, landlord.
This PC will serve for multiple uses. The PC is a Valentine's present to my girlfriend, so she'll be using it for when she comes around mine. Furthermore, I much prefer playing competitive games on my faster 16:9 monitor than my ultrawide, so it will be used for a dedicated, competitive gaming experience. It will also be the PC to house my AverMedia CE511-HN, which I unboxed a few months ago. This is a native 4K 60Hz capture card. This means I'll finally be able to do my review on it, thank God. Lastly, along with being a backup editing rig and possibly used as a NAS storage PC, I might use it to help with live streaming. That depends on you guys though. So now you guys know what I'll be using it for, let's get into the specs. What have I managed to get with just £400? Okay, let's start with the case. This is the thing to house all of our components after all. For this build, I wanted to take a step down in size and go for a micro ATX form factor. I picked up a Fractal design Define Mini C for £70 on CCL online. I could have saved some money here for sure. I was going to go with an original Define Mini, as there was one going for £20 after an eBay deal, but seeing the windowed version and its versatility, I just couldn't resist. This meant I'd also have to find a micro ATX motherboard. I found a great deal on an i5-3470 CPU and a brand new micro ATX Asus PA-H67 Evo motherboard, going for a combined price of £110. The motherboard didn't come with much, just an IO shield and the motherboard itself. This wasn't much of an issue though, I had some spare SATA cables lying around, and if you were to copy this build, you can buy some from Maplins or online for like £2. The i5-3470 offers 4 cores at 3.2 GHz. Using the multiplier method, I can overclock it to 4 GHz, which is surprising given the fact that this is not a K SKU. Yet, lo and behold, it can do it. For the RAM, I managed to grab 8GB of HyperX Savage at 1866 MHz for £20. The higher clock speed will help with my CPU's overclocking stability and also with gaming performance, although I do believe that the max this CPU supports is 1600 MHz. I'll play around with the XMP profile and see what I can do. I didn't want to cheap out on the power supply. I also didn't want it to have ketchup and mustard cables after spending that amount of money on a nicer case with a windowed side panel. So I thought it was a smart move to spend a little extra on a decent power supply. For £70 I grabbed an EVGA 650W BQ on awd.com. This is an 80+ bronze rated power supply. That is semi-modular, which I don't mind because the fixed cables are the mandatory cables. Also, the ends are sleeved. Even each individual wire is black, so no discussing ketchup and mustard. That's not to say our colour scheme is on point though, our motherboard is blue, RAM red and GPU orange, but that's where the deals were. Speaking of GPU, this is likely the best bargain I got for this PC, and I'm so happy with it. For £90 I picked up an R9 390X. £90, that's unbelievable value, they usually go for about $140 on various Facebook sites. This GPU is capable of high refresh rate or high resolution gaming, for sure. So I think it will do just great. I also got 2 Thermaltake static pressure fans with it, which was a nice addition. But our build still needs a hard drive and an operating system, and for this I took to the innings of Reddit, specifically Hardware Swap UK. On there I found someone selling a 120GB SSD for £35. The SSD also came with Windows 10 pre-installed, not bad at all. This saved me from having to buy a key off of eBay and a USB stick to go with it. Although 120GB isn't enough for much else other than a few spare programs like Photoshop or Premiere. For this reason, I've also included my old Seagate Barracuda hard drive from my old build. I've included the value of this in the price, so don't worry. You can usually grab one of these bad boys for about £14 used, which this one is. So that's it, an extremely capable £400 gaming PC. Now let's build the gun.
Wasn't switched on.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
So there we have it, the build is complete. If you're wondering where I found these bloody great deals, then the links will be in the description. I used Hardware Swap UK, PC and PC Parts for Sale UK, Gumtree, and just generally browsing around on the internet looking for parts. Honestly, if you want to do a similar thing, I can only recommend it. The amount of people who are stuck on console, scared to come over to PC because they see an Alienware tower with a 1060 in it for £1,200 is ridiculous. If you come across such people complaining about the price of PCs, then show them this video. Funny thing is, not all of these parts were used either. If you're interested in how this PC performs, I'll have a follow-up video coming out shortly once I have downloaded games, done my benchmarks, got overclock stable and whatnot. Once it is out, I'll leave a link to it in the description, or if YouTube lets me, an annotation on screen now. Also, let me know if you'd like to see a series on this PC, maybe putting it up against the PS4 Pro or Xbox Scorpio when it releases. Who knows? A £400 gaming PC put up against a £400 console. Interesting. There's plenty of content to peruse on my channel, so if you want to go ahead and check out some of my videos, I'd really appreciate that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, then do show your appreciation by tapping that like button. I love your face, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra.